Focused Warrior podcast. Dude, my energy
Yeah,
level
boy.
is through the fucking roof this morning, man. Ah, how you
Man,
feeling, dude?
fucking on top of the world, brother. On top of the
I
world.
know you are. You came from an event. You just
I
came from an
have.
event, right?
Yes, yes. I've got a 2 day event that I'm at day one today, and it's super fucking cool with this very awake, very aware millionaire, and just like absolutely resonated really well with him. So, which is super cool. And this is absolutely the topic of our conversation today is get around the fire. Get around the fire. Look, and one thing I want to open to everyone is every single one of us has a challenge, has something that is, call it a problem, call it something that they're wanting to change. Every single fucking one of us has it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's a solution out there for every single one of those problems, every single one of those challenges. All you need to be okay with A, acknowledging it, and B, what are you going to do to change it? And if you're not prepared to change it, then shut up and stay where you're at and be happy with where you're at. But there's
Yeah.
absolutely a solution out there for every single issue, whether it be financial, whether it be health. There is a solution out there. And I just want to put that out there to people. It's like stop being closed-minded, stop, looking within your own circle. Look outside the circle because not only are there fucking incredible opportunities, which we'll obviously talk about today, but there's some immense possibilities for you to be a completely different person within 12 months.
Bro, my challenge to people is that, you're the reason why I think you and I are so up is because I came from an event last weekend. You're at
Yeah.
a 2 day event this weekend. And people don't realize what you end up hearing or who you end up talking to that just might resonate with your exact situation, bro. And I've always said this, I've been a big believer in this, and I actually, once I changed my mindset on this, it was huge. So don't post something on the internet unless you're willing to do something about it. So when people go and post and complain, if
Mhm.
you're complaining, you're not doing anything about it, that's on you. So let's just shrink it down a little bit more. If you're complaining about your finances, the question then I have is, what are you doing about it? No different than any other thing, Aaron, whether it's finances,
Um,
marriage, you don't have the spouse of your dreams, you don't have the life that you want. It's like all of these things, bro. The beautiful part about us and our lives is that we can change it with one decision. Mel Robbins says that best. One decision, you're one decision away from an entirely different life.
100%.
And if we don't ever make that choice, that's the reason why we stay stuck. But if you decide to, man, it's scary. That's the thing. That's the reason why most people don't do it is because it's scary, it's uncomfortable, it's not right. But guys like us, Aaron, we're in the business of helping other people. And I think that when they're ready, they've got to be able to know where to go. So that's our job, right? Is to be able to talk to enough people where you're finding those people that go, hey, Aaron, man, it sucks right now, dude. My paychecks are barely making it. And you're like asking more questions about what you can do to help them, right? I think that's the game that we're in right now.
Absolutely. And I want to ask you a couple of, what were your takeaways from the event last week? Was it 3 days, a 3 day event that you had?
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
3 days, these are not just like little events, like they're full on. And
Full days.
there's stories of, success. There's a whole host of stories from people from different lifestyles and different backgrounds. However, they all have something in common. And like you said before, they faced something that was challenging. They faced a fear. They faced something that was uncomfortable, and they made something of it. And they were up on stage and they're having these conversations with you and the audience of going, well, fuck, if I can do it, so can you. So, and I know this is probably broadening it down quite a bit, but over, the 3 to 4 days that you were there, what were your biggest takeaways?
Let me kick it off, dude, by saying that the last day we were there, Daniel G was there.
Okay.
That, bro. I mean, everybody
Master
listening to this
salesperson.
knows who
Yeah.
Daniel G is.
Yeah.
He was there. Trained us for an hour.
Yeah.
Blew the roof off of that thing, dude. And if you've listened to a Daniel G, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go look that man up. But if I can set the tone with that man and then walk backwards a little bit, some of these women up there, man, to your point, it's always scary until somebody does it. right? And then when somebody does it, somebody else comes in and does it better. And then guess what? You're having all of this duplication, right? But dude, some of the stories, Aaron, I sat there, felt like they were talking directly to me
Okay.
because they had similar situations as to what I'm going through now, and they overcame it. And when this is how you know you're a good storyteller, man, is when you can tell somebody your story and they go quietly, they won't say it to your face, but quietly, they're like, that's me.
Mm.
That's how you know, man. That's how you know you're delivering with such conviction that you're just there to help other people, and that's it. That's the bottom line, man. And you know, because this is the thing, I've heard this from a lot of mentors too. They're like, you could have a passion for helping people. You can go volunteer at your local church.
Yep.
You don't have to do this.
Yep.
But how much are you willing to dig into the weeds to actually make this a business, and being in the business of helping other people and offering solutions?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because we've all got a fucking story to tell. And I think, admit it or not, money is the avenue to help you do the things that you're passionate about. Because the more money you
Yes.
have, the more people you can help. And when you get that, when you truly get that on a heart level, when you truly own it, you're like, holy fuck. All the stories that you were told as a kid, your family, my dad always used to say that, money doesn't grow on trees. Money's the root of all evils. You see this dude driving around in this nice car and it's like, he's a fucking dick. He must have
Yeah.
stolen that money from people, all
Hmm.
these things. And that's the story in my head. So when you truly get it that, fuck, I can do good with money because like money makes the world go round. And you can either use it for good or you can use it for evil. Take your pick. So out of that and out of the stories that you're hearing, and I love it that you were hearing these stories and listening, you're like, holy shit, they're talking to me. So for you, when you're hearing those stories, from a motivational perspective, like where does that now put you? And what story is it that you're sharing now?
Wow, bro. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I mean, everybody knows by now that have listened to this is that, obviously Focus 20 coaching is my brand, right? But as the seasons change, right? Coming up on fall here in the States, I know you're going into summer out there.
Hmm.
It's like as the season change, dude, you start to take a look, a little bit of an audit at to what you're doing so far. What's working, what's not working. And I think that part, bro, and just in my life in general, certain things that are working really well, right? Certain routines, rituals, habits that I've gotten down pat that are really good and that I'm really super solid about. Then I look at, okay, where's your fear still? What's your fear? What are you not facing yet? What have you decided to push aside because of whatever, right? You're scared to do it. Well, I took a look at that and I said, well, I'm at this event. This event solves that for me, but it also forces me to be around not only the people that are already doing it, but now taking action. Because one of the things, man, they left us with at that event was you could leave here on fire. You could leave here lit up like a Christmas tree, man.
Yep.
But if you go home and sit on the couch and do nothing, you learn nothing and you change nothing. Daniel G said that. He said if I didn't change you, if I didn't change you 100%, then what did we do here today? What did we do here this weekend? You just flew to Vegas and you went and had a hung out by the pool for a couple of days, visited with your friends, and you came back and that was it?
Yeah.
No, dude. And so for me, when I left there, I was like, I know exactly what I have to do. And if I don't do this, that's my own fault why I don't move the needle. And so, bro, it went into this creative state where I was like, how can I mesh these two together? Already been DMing people, which by the way, I've never done,
Yep.
which it's always been a fear.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I am getting out of my comfort zone. I am reading the room a little bit more, asking questions, getting a little bit more strategic, and I'm just a lot more curious about people than I've ever been. And bro, when I say that, I've already been in the coaching space. So how has that not happened already? I think it was a blockage. I think it was a little bit of a mindset block and a fear that
Yep.
now I am facing head on and I'm realizing this is really uncomfortable, but this is the way to a successful business, which is helping other people, man. And so, yeah, it was a lot of creativity coming back, man, and I hit the ground running, bro.
All right, I love that, guys. Are you listening? Fucking, I hope you're paying attention because that was all gold right there. And John admitted that there was stuff that was in his way. And over the weekend, it just cemented some things that he knew he needed to change because we already know. We already know what we need to change. And we're already telling ourselves these stories of what we need to change. And what we don't do is we don't apply the action. And when you
Yes.
don't apply the action, and it's just fucking thoughts. It's just nothing. It's not going to go anywhere. So you were on an external, just absolutely confirmed everything that you were telling yourself. And now that you're putting action into place that you've never done before, like why do you think you weren't doing what you're doing now? Was it a fear? Was it a rejection? What was that thing?
It wasn't a fear of rejection, Aaron. You know what it was? Is I thought I was doing enough.
Ah,
And when I thought I thought I had the systems in place, I have the program in place, I have the website, I have the marketing, I have everything that I need, right? So I thought this is it. Now, all I have to do is just talk about it enough on social media, and guess what? I'll start converting into clients. So that was my limiting belief, if you will. And I call it
yeah.
limiting now because I'm thinking, wait a minute, I also heard the fish don't jump in the boat. Dude, I was like, oh, Aaron, yeah, man, I sit here floating in the sea with my boat, hoping the fish jump in, man, and I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
nothing. Oh, where I
That's
was taking all this action, but it was stopping at some point.
funny you should say that because that's what a lot of people do from a content perspective. I'll put the content out there. They're going to drop in my DMs. No, they'll come to me.
Oh,
No,
dude.
I'm hearing you, man. I'm fucking hearing you on that one because that was me. That was me as well. So, guys, if you are looking at wanting to become the so-called influencer, or you're using your social selling, and that's literally what we do, social selling. If putting the message out there, it's like all these so-called fucking social media gurus saying if you do content every single day, you're going to be able to have conversations with people about whatever it is that you're promoting.
Right.
Fucking wrong.
Right.
It's like it doesn't happen. So I love it that now you're starting to instigate the conversations, but you're instigating it from an aspect of, all right, well, I'm going to get to know you first, which is all about the relating aspect, and it's like asking questions because like I don't know if I even have what you're searching for. So let's just have a
Right.
conversation. Here
Yeah.
we are trying to throw them a solution when we don't even know what the fucking problem is.
Don't even know them. Don't
Yeah.
even. And you know what, Aaron? The classic example that I always tell people is that's you going to a restaurant, sitting down, the waiter bringing the menu and saying, "Hi, Aaron, I'm John. This is your appetizer. This is your entree. This is your dessert, and this is what you're going to drink. Thank you. I'll go make that for you right now."
Yeah.
You haven't even heard from me, but
Yeah.
you're already offering me a
And you've got a
solution.
peanut allergy and it's giving you
No,
fucking
dude.
peanuts. Yeah. Yeah.
There's zero effort. And that's what I realized. I was like, wait a minute, I'm putting in effort,
Yeah.
but I'm stopping at some point because now people don't know who I am. They don't know if they can trust me.
Yeah.
And no different, dude, than me. That's how I like to be sold. If I'm following you for a long time, watching what you do, and initially I start going, let me see if this guy's real. Let me see if he disappears next week. Let me see if he's just on this kick for a couple of
Mm,
weeks.
mm.
Next thing I know, I see him every day. Oh, man, he's the real deal. And he's giving me education. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This guy's the real deal. I'm gonna DM him and see how much his stuff is. Or maybe he reached out to me. Maybe he DM'd me. It's like, hey,
Thanks very
just
much
want
for
to
the
have a
follow.
conversation. You're like,
Yeah.
whoa, hold on a second. I've been watching you every day. I know
Yeah.
you're real. So, but dude, it's earning trust. That's what it's coming
Abs-
down to, man. And I think it's no post and ghost anymore. You
mm.
gotta engage. It's just what it is.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but again, this is just, free game for the listeners is, and what I've found that works really well is like, especially if someone is a new follower. I'm in the DM straight away going, appreciate the follow. Are you here for the content or are you on a journey?
Yes.
I want to know. It's
Good
like,
call.
what are you here for? So if you're here for the
Good
content, hey,
call.
thanks very much for the support. Appreciate it. And if it's something I can help you with and we want to have a conversation, then let's have a conversation. And I think that, again that
Yeah.
people treat, they take it for granted that when someone follows, it's like, yeah, but are you trying to sell something or are you just there for entertainment? And I fucking guarantee you we're trying to
Yes.
sell something, 100%. So
Dude, and I love that. I love it, Aaron, because and I know we only have a few minutes left, but I'll
mm,
say this, bro, is it's as simple as that. And I think that if the listeners have watched and listened to us long enough, we've gone through seasons, right? Dude, I don't think I'm the same person from 2 months ago
yeah,
because I'm always evolving and I'm always trying to look at what I'm not doing And bro, sometimes, man, it's these little bursts that you get in the sense of an event that we're both at right now.
Mm.
Obviously opposite, but you know, we're seeing things and going, man, it's on me. And when you say that, bro, when you
100%.
say it's on when you say it's on you, I don't want to hear anything else, right? I don't want to hear, oh, it's because I was tired this week. I don't want to hear anything else. It's on you.
Fuck
So
your
you can come,
excuses.
dude, you can come with so much gold back
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
and do nothing.
Yeah. Absolutely. I fucking
That's
love that.
crazy.
100%. It's all on us. And if you're going to be the blamer, if you're going to be the one that's going to make the excuses, then you know what? Go away. Just stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely in that season that I'm looking for builders. I'm looking for people that know that they deserve more, and are willing to put in the effort to do the things. And I know you're exactly the same. And you know, this is a season for it. And one thing I will end with, and I know you've got something that you want to end with as well. But one thing I want to end with is that once you have made a decision to go in whatever direction it is that you want to go in, there will be people around you, and generally the closest people around you, that will try and hold you still, keep you stuck. They
Mhm.
will come at you with an angle of the decision that you're making will be the stupidest decision that you've made. You know, you're in a pyramid scheme, whatever the fucking is, to keep you stuck. I need you to be really fucking strong and ignore those people and
Yeah.
follow your heart and follow your gut, because your gut, your heart, and your head, either one of them will be telling you to go. Will be telling you that if you stay stuck, you're not going to be able to have a life that you dream of. And if something happens, you'll never be in a position to be able to cover in an emergency. So just
Bro, so good, man. I similar. I will say, bro, it's what it comes down to now for us is being in that business of just really finding those people that want what we're offering, coaching perspective wise, product wise. And brother, I think it's just coming down to action now.
Mhm.
I know that for me, if I had to, if I were to look back, and this is just a couple minutes left here, if I had to look back at the last 12 months and you were to ask me to redo this and say, what would you do different?
Oh,
Probably would not have spent so much time trying to build a brand without having clients in it. So I wouldn't have tried to build the website so quick. Tried to get the name down, try to get the branding down, the marketing down, all these things, bro, because to be quite honest, man, you could do that in your basement and nobody would know who you are,
yep.
right? I think that if I had to do this all over again, and again, I love it that I learned this now because all it is it's just a beefed up version. But now, dude, it's all there. The store is open. Now it's up to me to still do the action that I've been saying this whole time. It needs to happen that somehow, some way, it just went, light bulb went off, bro. And you never know when that's going to happen with people. And similar to what happened to me, where I thought I was doing everything right. Think about how many people right now, Aaron, that you
Mhm.
approach and they think they're doing fine. They know they need more, but they think they're doing just fine. Imagine that, bro. And that's why I say I'm like, you got to give people grace because for me, if you were to ask me 2 months ago, how you doing in your business, John? Oh, it's thriving. I'm doing great. How many clients you have? Zero.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a metric. What are we? How are you doing fine if you don't have any clients? And that's real talk, Aaron. I can be real on this. I can be real on this podcast.
Yep.
It's real talk. It's just what it is. And so when you get there with yourself, you get super real. Your metrics aren't matching what you're doing. Your work ethic is not matching your results. So what's up? You got to have that conversation. And when you do, guys like us got to be there to go, yeah, I hear you. I was in that same place. And all of a sudden you're building a connection and trust. And who knows what happens from there, bro? We don't know. Results are not guaranteed. All we know is we're there for it. And we're there just like you say. And you've been in the fitness game 30 years, Aaron. The repetition over and over and over, being able to do it over and over and to failure,
Yep.
that's a real thing. So that's what we're here for now, brother.
Love it. Guys, if you want to have those uncomfortable conversations with us, because we're going to be asking you the questions that you're avoiding. And I think that's a real key. So, mate, love it. Awesome conversation. A lot of fire there. And hey, if anyone is interested, reach out to either John or myself. Let's start the conversation of whatever that conversation is that you need to have. So we're here for it.
Share the show, guys. Share the show. We're here for it.
Love it. Thank you guys. Enjoy. Cheers, brother. Love you, man.
Take care. Take care, guys.